Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Nina, and today I'm going to be making a carrot cake that is also a coffee cake. So I'm going to get my hair pulled back and my apron on, and we'll get started. For today's verse, we have Isaiah 41:13. For I, the Lord thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. Okay, so for this recipe today, for the cake part, we're going to have 2 large carrots, and my carrots weren't very large, so I'm using 3 of those. 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of butter melted, 2 eggs, 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. For the streusel topping, we're going to use 4 tablespoons of butter melted, 1/2 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. All right, let's get started. I'm going to be using my food processor, and if you don't have one, it's no problem. Just clean off your carrots, cut the tips of them, and then you can shred them. Or if you don't even have one of those old-time things, you can just use a knife and slice them as thin as you can get them. Remember, all of the recipes that I fix, you're able to use what you have in the kitchen, and it's still going to turn out pretty good. So let's get started. Now, I wanted to say the honey is out here because after the cake gets done, it says to make a honey butter. You use just a little bit of the honey with softened butter, mix it real good, and then just drizzle it on top. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that just for the sake of it's probably going to be sweet enough for me. But if we need it, I thought I might try it anyway. I don't think I have ever tried a honey butter on any type of a coffee cake or a cake. So, all right, let's get started with the carrots. Okay, I have my food processor set up for a medium shred. And let's get this started. All right, so we needed the 2 large carrots, and that actually equals about 1.5 cups. So I've got those right here. I know people always used to ask me about this measuring cup, and it is an old one. I'm not even sure. I haven't been to a Pampered Chef party in, oh my goodness, many, many years. But one side of it is for dry solids, and the other side of it is for the liquids. So if they still have it, I tell you, it's been worth its weight in gold. So we got our carrots. Now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. All right, so we need 3/4 cup of sugar. And to that we're going to need a 1/2 cup of melted butter. Now, a 1/2 cup is actually 1 stick. Okay, let's whisk that up. Gonna add in our 2 eggs. Add in 1 teaspoon of our baking soda. Now we're going to add in the cinnamon, and that is also 1 teaspoon. And next is the flour. And we need 1 cup of the flour. Now I will tell you something, I got this flour yesterday. Let me show you here. We were out at this market, Planktown, and this is actually a cake flour, Thompson's cake flour. So I've bought this before when I was really into baking and stuff, and it does make a difference. So let's add 1 cup of this. And once again, you do not have to have what I'm using. You can just use all-purpose flour. Okay, let's get this mixed up. I got flour everywhere. That's what I was wiping up. Whoops, I just did again. Maybe I should have called this channel The Messy Cook. Oh well. It will still be yummy. And last but not least is a pinch of salt. Now I will say what I really liked about this recipe is that this is not a big cake. I'm using actually a 9-inch cake, round cake pan. And, you know, with just 2 people, you don't want to have a whole bunch, especially, you know, like Steve and I. I've been trying to eat healthier and all that. Oh, there goes the oven. It's ready. By the way, set your oven at 350. But anyway, so this way we won't have cake for days. So let's get this poured in. I used some spray, buttered spray, and floured it. So hopefully it's not going to stick. And let me get this out of here and get my spatula. The recipe also says that it's going to be thick, and it is pretty thick. It's thicker than a normal cake mix. But that's exactly what it calls for it to be a thick batter. Okay, let's get the streusel made up now. Okay, this is the ingredients for the streusel topping. So we're going to have 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and 4 tablespoons is exactly half of a stick of butter. All right, we're going to add a pinch of salt. We're going to add a half a cup of the flour. And then we are going to add a half a cup of the brown sugar. All right, half a cup of the brown sugar packed. And then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And let us mix that all up. It's going to be crumbly, and I'll probably end up using my hands when I put this over top of the cake. Well, it's not real crumbly at all, is it? But that's okay, it will do. Let's get the cake over here. And sorry that it's hard to get a good caption on the camera here. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's drop it all over the cake. And the weather's turning cold again, so I thought this would be a good treat. We didn't buy any sweet stuff this week, didn't buy any chips or anything, and Steve said, "What are you doing, putting me on a diet?" I told him I got to get some of this weight off. My heart problem that I have, it is, my heart is called a stiff heart, and I have been, swelling up, and it's been kind of bad. hard to breathe and all that good jazz. So, along with my water pills and eating healthier for the last, couple weeks, I'm starting to do better. So I've got to keep it up. I always feel better when I eat healthier. That's quite a bit of a little coffee cake crumbling streusel on top, isn't it? Probably could have added maybe a little bit of flour to make this more pebbly like. But I think it's probably going to turn out just fine. We will see. Okay, ta-da! All right, we are going to stick this in the oven, like I said, at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Okay, for that honey butter glaze or whatever you want to call it, my honey is getting hard up in the cabinet. Let me see if I can get some of that out. It's one good thing about honey, it never goes bad. You just have to heat it up. That plastic spoon's not going to work either. So, let me get me, hold on. Here we go. This might work. I didn't think it was that sugary. Look at that. But anyway, you're supposed to have like a quarter cup of this and a quarter cup of melted butter. I'm just going to guess until the consistency looks good to me. Okay, let's add a little butter in there until I can get that honey to, there we go. Be right back. And that's about what I wanted, so. So Steve said, because I was rubbing my back, and he said, I thought that was, you said it was going to be an easy recipe. And I said, it is an easy recipe, but my back will kill me no matter what I do if I'm standing. So I'm sitting here in a chair and waiting on the cake to get done. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for all of your kind comments and welcoming me back to having a channel. And I've even gotten emails, and I'm telling you what, they have touched my heart, and I'm so thankful for them. Thank you guys. I always write back, and unless I've missed something and it went into my spam, I always write everyone back. So I just wanted to say thank you while we're waiting on the cake to get done, and I'm enjoying it. Yes, it wears me out doing videos because, you know, it's not like normal when you're just puttering around the kitchen. You've got to get things all ready and set up. But I am enjoying it, and I am doing it because I feel like this is what God wants me to do. So no matter what, I will always try to do His will. So yeah, let's wait on this cake. I cannot wait to see it. That looks yummy. Gonna let her cool down just a little bit, and I'll come back and cut a piece. Well, I could not wait till it was all the way cooled. Oh, it was smelling so delicious. So I'm going to try it without the honey butter glaze. Get some of this right here. Oh my goodness, that is delicious. That's good. Okay, let's put a little bit of the glaze on it. I had to end up heating it back up. I'm just going to put it right here on the end. It's plenty sweet enough without the honey butter glaze. But let's see how it is with it. I bet it's delicious. It's good, but you know what? It's just as good without. So yes, definitely a winner cake recipe. So you guys try this out. You are going to love it. And I thought perfect time of the year. It's not warmed up enough yet for all the, summer type of recipes. So thanks so much for watching, and God bless you all. And just keep coming back. Talk to you next video.